Everything should be good. Should be recorded, I'm not sure. So let me mute this real quick. My cousin says, "Do you mind? I'm trying to lose Elo, sir." Well, there's not anybody in the other room. Alright, cool. So, just give me 1 second. Sorry, I'm like not really talking. Just give me 1 second, guys. Still throwing the links around. If anyone's in here, if you really would not mind like sharing the link, or oh god, I hate saying that, but yeah, if you guys don't mind sharing the link, get that shit around. See if anybody wants to come watch. Well, not really watch, more like listen. If you're looking at the background, that's actually that's actually a picture I made back in high school when I lived in Italy, and in Photoshop we had to like make a surreal picture by using other things from Google. And I just kind of like threw that all together. So, yeah. But before I start sitting here ranting and shit, I actually wanted to listen to a song just to kind of set the mood. Make sure I can find it first. Alright, here we go. Man, I love Odessa. Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna mute my phone. That way I'm not like getting fucking random ass notifications and shit. I appreciate everybody's patience. Just to avoid copyright flags. Yo, be right back. I think someone's in my house. Hello? Well, anyway, so fuck that. It was just the wind. Fucking back doors wide open and shit. But anyway, welcome, welcome, welcome. All three of you. All three of my faithful viewers. Thank you for joining me for my first podcast. Hopefully we can get some more people in here. If not, that's fine. I'm going to sit here and talk my little brain off anyway. So, I don't really have too much of a organized structure of how I'm going to do this for the first time. So what I did was write down like a whole bunch of stuff, cut it up, and I put it in this little cup. And I'm just going to reach in here and shuffle around, and first thing that comes out of this cup is the first thing I'm going to fucking talk about. So, just give me 1 second. And it looks like, oh, great. First topic, video games. So, I'm going to be talking about this quite extensively, and I know quite a few of us, if not all of us, love some video games. Let me start with, I guess, the first video game that I ever played. I'm trying to think back here. I think the first video game that I have a vivid memory of playing as a kid would have to be on my Game Boy. Yeah, I had an original Game Boy Pocket that my grandpa bought me. I still have this Game Boy, by the way. It's one of those little red ones that had no color, but the actual Game Boy itself was just red, and it was big enough to fit inside, your pocket. Well, at least pockets from like the 90s or the 80s. I was born in 1993, so jeans were still pretty fucking heavily trending. Like, everybody wore jeans and a nice t-shirt with like a fucking design on it, like, I don't know, Tweety Bird or some shit, and everybody used to... Yeah!
Did Alex come by?
No.
Sorry.
It's cool.
Let me make a noise. You have to give him a reply.
I thought I heard someone come home. I was like, yo, is anyone here? And I didn't know if it was you. She? Who? Alright, bye. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. That was my dad. He's at work right now, so I guess he just came by for a minute. But yeah, what was I talking about? That Game Boy. Okay. So I think the first Game Boy game that I played, it was either Kirby Dream Land, Double Dragon, Pokemon. No, yeah, it was totally Double Dragon. Double Dragon was the first Game Boy game that I ever fucking played in my life. And I don't know if anyone's ever played Double Dragon, but that game is so tilting because it's just like you have like these really limited controls and you have these extremely pixelated characters, and like it's just a complete pain in the ass to try and do good at. If you guys can remember the first video game that you played, try and talk about it in the live chat. I'd love to sit here and keep talking about like what everyone's first memory of their video game was, because it's one of those captivating things where like if you were born in the 80s or the 90s and you think about how far like technology has come today, the difference in what we can do now is just baffling. Halo 3. What's up, Cody? Hey, shout out to my cousin, guys. This is Cody Manning right there in the live chat. Halo 3 was a great game. I will definitely get to Halo. Don't worry. We're talking about video games. Halo is definitely going to be involved in this. I'm trying to think. After my Game Boy games like Kirby and Double Dragon, that's when Pokemon dropped into my life. And I remember my first Pokemon game was Pokemon Red version. And all I remember being in South Carolina for just hours, man. And I mean like hours. I would just sit on the couch after going outside and just sit there and play 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 me some damn Pokemon. I was one of those people though that would like take their starter Pokemon and just like level this fucker up so powerful that by the time I like my Blastoise and one of them, he didn't obey me. Like, I'd already beaten the game once, right, with like Charizard and a whole bunch of other Pokemon. I can't even remember like who I caught. I know for a fact my 2 favorite Pokemon were like Charizard and Pidgeot, because Pidgeot is a boss. I don't care what anybody says. But anyway, I remember there was a part in Pokemon where like I understood why gym badges were so important, because my Blastoise, like, it wouldn't obey me, and I lost to like a fucking Meowth or some shit, and that was when, as a kid, I was like, okay, I will never do this again. So, you know, Pokemon is always good memories. Let's see. After Pokemon, I did play like Game Boy Color and the Game Boy Advance and like Sonic and shit like that. I can't remember what the Sonic game was called though. It was a really good game. Sonic Advance. That's all it was called. Yeah, Sonic Advance. I played the Shaman King game for the Game Boy Advance. My sister actually had this Game Boy Color game. It was Mary Kate and Ashley or some shit like that, and it was like this puzzle game where you had to like do all this stupid puzzles and shit. But we would play it on road trips, right? We would play like that Mary Kate and Ashley game on road trips. We would play like Wario or some stuff like that. I'm pretty sure it was Wario. It was like Wario's World for Game Boy Color. It was such a stupid game. Like, we would sit there on road trips going across the United States with like my mom and my dad, and we would argue with each other like, I can't fucking beat this level. I can. No, you can't. Whatever, you know? And all in the meantime, you know, we would also play those road trip games where you like have a little fucking placard and you have to like I spy shit, you know, like, oh, okay, oh, a traffic cone. Oh, I got a fucking traffic cone. Yeah, you know, whatever. Let's see. And then I think the biggest influence for me was learning how to use a computer at like the age of 3. I started being able to use a computer at a very, very young age. And I thank my dad for that a lot, because, you know, I did go outside a lot, but when I was inside, I was a very different kind of kid. Like, I just like to learn. Learning was like everything. And so when he showed me, you know, what a computer was and like what it could do, it intrigued me so much that like I had to learn that. So I started playing on the computer. I was playing things like Solitaire, Minesweeper, stuff like that. And it interested me and fascinated me so much, like what this thing could do and like how it could do it. And before I learned about the internet, there was this program on Windows, and it was like this. It's like a game creator, and I can't remember what the hell it was called to save my life. But you could do like really, really, really simple games. Am I using Discord? No, man, I'm not using Discord. This is a podcast. This is where you listen to me, and I read what you say. That's how this works. No, I'm just joking. One day I'll have guests, like, for sure. I'll definitely have people come in here and like talk with me on Discord or Skype or whatever. Or maybe today, I don't know. But right now I'm just trying to get my mind wrapped around this, and I'm just ranting like a fucking madman. And yeah, so there is this game. I'm going to fast forward a little bit. There's this game called Warcraft and Age of Empires, and Red Alert. And I would watch my dad play these games repeatedly, right, at a very young age. And he was like, oh, you know, you probably shouldn't watch this. It's got, like, blood and violence. And I'm like, that stuff doesn't affect me, because, like, I knew it was fake. So I hop into Warcraft and Age of Empires. Actually, it was Age of Empires first that I played. And I absolutely loved Age of Empires because you could, like, build all these structures and, like, build all these soldiers. And you could just do battle with people. And it was just, like, absolute carnage, right? And because I was a kid, I didn't really know what I was doing, but I would still fuck people up. Like, oh man. Oh, dude, Mega Man was your first game? Yo, do you remember Mega Man Legends for PlayStation? I know Cody does, because I used to play that shit at our grandma's house, like, all the time on PlayStation. Like, I would bring my shit over, and I would just be gaming my ass off, dude. Mega Man Legends and Mega Man 8. I think Mega Man 8, to this day, is my favorite Mega Man by far. It had, like, these cool anime cutscenes, so many different bosses that you could, like, take their powers and shit from, and it just, like, it was so awesome to me, because I'd never played any other Mega Man before that. Everyone's like, oh, you never played, like, Mega Man X or, like, Mega Man 2 or anything like that? Like, no, dude, Mega Man 8. That's it. That shit was dope. Excuse me. And, Back to Age of Empires. You know, I also, this is the first time I learned about cheat codes was Age of Empires, dude. Like, you could type in shit like there is no spoon, or who's your daddy and stuff like that into the chat, and it would make your characters like unkillable. If you typed in who is your daddy, you would get like a car in Age of Empires, which is a game based off of like ancient civilizations and shit. Obviously, this is called Age of Empires, but having like this fucking Corvette that shot like rockets and shit at turrets was just the funniest thing ever, dude. Like, I remember that so vividly. And after Age of Empires came Warcraft 2. I didn't actually play Warcraft 2. I watched a lot of it because my dad and his friends were really, really fucking into that game. But then Warcraft 3 came out, and the graphics, you know, back then were just, they blew my mind because it was like the first game like that on PC that I had seen that used CGI for its cutscenes. And it had such a great storyline about like Arthas and becoming a Death Knight, and it pretty much is what shaped, you know, World of Warcraft today. Like, I try to ask people, like, do you know where World of Warcraft came from? And they're like, oh, it came from Warcraft. It's like, yeah, but do you know the story of Warcraft, you know? And I know I sound like such a total fucking geek right now, but if you actually go back and play Warcraft 3, you learn so much about, like, how good storylines were back in the day. Because there are games like Final Fantasy, Secret of Mana, I think it was called Secret of Mana, Dragon Quest, Chrono Trigger, oh god, Clona. There's so many RPGs that's where I moved to next, by the way. There are so many RPGs that just had like amazing stories, and to see such an amazing story on a game that wasn't an RPG, it just fascinated me. And after I played Warcraft 3 for, I mean, God knows, dude, I think I played Warcraft 3 for about 10 straight years after that, on and off with my dad and my sister. We even had this garage in California. I used to live in Vandenberg Air Force Base, California, near Lompoc and Santa Barbara. And we would have people come over, right? And in our garage was just like this central fucking hub with like all these different computers set up and all this crazy shit. And it was just, it's something that I will never forget, because I remember my dad telling me, like, so-and-so's coming over, this person's an asshole, this person's a piece of shit. And he would talk to me so raw because, yeah, sure, even though I was a child, like, he knew that I was super fucking smart. And, like, I understood what he was talking about and what he meant when these people were a certain way. And so we would play, you know, really mature games like Quake, Dungeon Siege, anything like that. And after that, I moved to RPGs, and this is where I fell in love with Final Fantasy. I played Final Fantasy VII at one of my dad's friend's house, and I didn't start off from the beginning. I started off at, I think, on like the middle of Disc 1, and I fell in love with it because Cloud was just such a badass, dude. Like, the first thing I remember, even now, is putting the game on, starting off, hearing the music, which was like, you know, nothing but synth and fake sounds and shit like that. And it was such a great experience. And the first thing that I had to do was I had to ride a chocobo, or I had to find a chocobo to ride over this this river or whatever to avoid this giant monster. Like, it was this huge thing. And I remember encountering this monster because I was a dumbass. And I got so fucked up from this monster. That was when I was like, I want to fight big bosses like this in every game that I play. And so, you know, I really, really got into that. And my favorite game to this day is Final Fantasy IX. Final Fantasy IX had one of the most amazing storylines, some of the best graphics that I can remember for PlayStation 1. And if to my knowledge, I'm almost certain that it was the last Final Fantasy for the PlayStation 1, and it did such a great job. Now, I also played things like Spyro and like Crash Bandicoot, Twisted Metal. I'm sure Cody remembers playing Twisted Metal with our cousins. I don't even know how many times back in North Carolina, but you know, we used to get down on some video games. And then the PS2 came out, and I'll skip forward because like I would talk about things like Gauntlet, which was a great game. If anyone played Gauntlet, that was a really cool game. If you want to comment like what your favorite PlayStation game was or what your most nostalgic PlayStation game was, that would be cool because I know a lot of people from our generation really loved like Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, Final Fantasy, and the name I'm about to drop right now, Kingdom fucking Hearts, man. Kingdom fucking Hearts. If you don't like Kingdom Hearts, you might need to go get checked because that game is amazing. So amazing. I think when I first heard about Kingdom Hearts, I thought it was going to be really lame. And I think it was just because the incorporation of like Disney characters with Squaresoft, and I didn't really like get that. I was like, why the fuck would that be good? You know what I mean? But it's still to this day one of my most favorite fucking games, and I still go like when I have a PlayStation 2 around me, I will always try and play Kingdom Hearts, always, So Crash Bandicoot is still your favorite? Hey, which Crash Bandicoot was your favorite though? Mine was Crash Bandicoot Warped, and I think that's the third one, right? Because Crash Bandicoot Warped, dude, that game was amazing. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts was so amazing because of like how in depth everything was. You have Donald and Goofy with an original character named Sora, who's just some kid on an island, and goes through all of these different Disney worlds to figure out like where the darkness is coming from. And I'm pretty sure everyone in here, all three of you, have already played Kingdom Hearts, so there's not really much that I can spoil, but I'll give the benefit of the doubt that some people haven't played it or don't know. And just, if you ever want to play Kingdom Hearts, I highly encourage you to play that. Just give me 1 second, guys. Someone messaged me. I'll send it. Anyway, so let's see, Kingdom Hearts. Does anyone else, did anyone else play Kingdom Hearts in here? The Wrath of Cortex, really? The one for PlayStation 2? That was your favorite? I didn't like The Wrath of Cortex. Like I thought it was okay, but Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped, dude, that shit is difficult. That is probably like the hardest game I had ever played at that time. And Spyro used to piss me off, okay? Like, that says a lot. I remember playing Spyro the Dragon for days. Like, never sleeping, just always playing it. Oh, wow, I almost forgot about Zelda. Oh, it was the first Crash Bandicoot you played. That's crazy, dude. But yeah, man, I really, really fucking loved Zelda, the Ocarina of Time. I know I just like switched from Kingdom Hearts back to Zelda, which is a huge fucking difference, but you can't talk about video games and leave out Zelda, because everyone knows that when you hear, I remember the first time that I heard this song. Man, if that's not like nostalgic to you, I don't know what is. Because when I remember the first time I played Zelda, I found out like you could sit there and you didn't have to play the songs that were in your little songbook or whatever, right? You could just play random shit, and I don't know if anyone else had this experience when they're playing Zelda. You're just like putting random inputs in for the ocarina, right? And you actually end up playing one of the songs that you're supposed to learn later, and it goes through. That was a little glitch, like Epona's song. I accidentally played that song one time. I mean, nothing happened, but when I learned it, I was like, oh shit, I already played this. And it used to do this little animation thing, but nothing would happen. Excuse me. So I always thought that was pretty cool. Is my friend Zuli in here? Because she was the one that really encouraged me to do this podcast thing. Excuse me. And I don't know, man. I'm feeling like there's not enough people in here. I wish we had more people, but I'm gonna keep on talking anyway. So let's see. What have I? I'm trying to slowly work my way up to Halo, because Halo changed my life, man. When it came to video games, like that was an era of competitive video gaming that I really hope will never ever be forgotten. Because after I played like all these RPGs, all these first person shooters on the computer, after all these MOBAs, everything like that, my dad went to the store. I remember this day too. I was in my room in Georgia. He had just bought me a new computer because my last one got fucked up with a virus, right? And I was sitting there, and I literally thought to myself, I was like, I'm getting really tired of playing like Quake 3 Arena and Warcraft and like going back and forth and playing my console games. I kind of want something new. And that day, like, I was playing Dot Hack. Yeah, I was playing Dot Hack for the PlayStation 2 in the living room. And if you guys remember Dot Hack, it was a TV show and a manga, but they also made these 4 installments of games for the PS2 with an amazing storyline. It was a very hard game. But then he comes home and he's like, let me know when you're done with that. And he gave me some Yu-Gi-Oh cards that he bought me. And by the way, I'm a huge Yu-Gi-Oh fan. I love Yu-Gi-Oh. But I opened up these pack of cards from like Labyrinth of Nightmare. And after I was done opening these cards, I was like, what is it that you bought me? Like, you're smiling, and I know you have something. What is it? He's like, well, while you were opening those Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I just got done installing it on your computer in your room. You should go see what it is. And I walk in there, and I'm like, that's Halo, right? Like, the name, am I reading that right? He's like, yeah, it's called Halo. I'm like, do you know what it's about? He's like, I have no idea. I was at the store, and everyone in there was talking about it and saying that it was this amazing game. And it was Halo 1 for the PC. And I remember I loaded it up with my dad. He was sitting right next to me, right? And he knew that I was really good at these first-person shooter games. So he's like, go ahead and click start on campaign. And I don't know if you guys are like me. Back in the day, campaigns were everything. Like, multiplayer was cool, but seriously, it was all about the campaign. And so I started campaign for Halo, and we both watched like the opening sequence, and he watched me play like the first hour of it. He was like, this is a really good game. I'm like, yeah, this is sick, dude. And I just played it and played it and played it and played it. Like, I never ever stopped playing. And when I finally beat the game, I told my dad, I was like, Dad, there's more to this game. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, well, you know how there's different difficulties for Halo? He's like, yeah. I'm like, well, when you put it on Legendary, not only is it almost impossible to beat, you uncover like hidden dialogue, Easter eggs, you notice things that weren't in the game before. And that is what really first stuck, like it stuck out to me, you know? That this game became so different than everything else that I had ever played, because first of all, it was just super refreshing, and it reminded me of like Starship Troopers, you know, but no bugs. It was just these aliens called the Covenant, and it was so in depth of like the storyline and the relationship between Master Chief and Cortana. And for years, I didn't even know there was more information in books. I didn't even know Halo was a book. That blew my mind when I found that out. If you haven't read them, by the way, always read the Halo books. They're really, really good. You learn about the female Spartan. And so I remember beating that game on Legendary and just telling myself, like, I wonder if there's going to be a sequel. And for years, you know, the people that I eventually met at like school and outside and stuff like that, you know, we would just talk like, you ever play Halo? Like, no, I never played Halo. And I would let them borrow that game. And one kid, Cody Arns, this kid came to me and he was like, dude, did you play multiplayer? I'm like, No, really, honestly, I've just been playing campaign because I really was obsessed with the Halo 1 campaign because the Flood were the scariest shit ever, and I loved fucking up the Flood. And so one day, he told me, you should go play multiplayer. I hop on multiplayer, and I tell you, I think that's where everyone's obsession with Halo doubles. Because you don't want to lose. Like, first of all, everyone is competitive in some way. I don't care what game it is, Tetris, poker, basketball, whatever the fuck you're playing. But when you play a video game like Halo, and you play multiplayer, and you see some motherfucker in the chat talking shit to you, and they don't know that you're like 8 or 9 or some shit, and you're fucking them up, and they're just getting mad, I think that was like the most satisfying thing for me ever. Like, ever. When I was playing online. It was so great to know that I was getting underneath someone's skin by just being good at a video game. And that's what really drove me to play, multiplayer a lot more. In the meantime, when I was waiting for Halo 2, I rediscovered my passion for the PlayStation 2 with games, of course, like Kingdom Hearts 2, which came out, I think, after Halo 2. But I had Kingdom Hearts 2. I don't know if anyone ever played a game called Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry, to this day, is a fucking visionary game for all hack and slash because Dante is just a badass. Okay, we're just gonna leave that out there. And then I remember Halo 2. I didn't really play competitive with Halo 2 that much. Not for the longest time, I really just, like I said, I love the campaign. I love learning more about Master Chief. And before I had Xbox Live, you had to get your friends. You had to, call your friends over and be like, hey, do you want to come over and play Halo 2? And for me, I didn't have an Xbox. So I had to go to my friend Sean's house and play Halo 2 at his house. And the only time we would play tournaments and stuff was, like, on the Air Force Base. Like, just dicking around and trying to beat these adults at this video game where they were obviously better. But then came a point where we would fuck them up. I had this friend, I still have this friend, named Daniel McGirt. Daniel McGirt, he came over to these people's houses with me one time. And we fucked them up, dude. Like, I remember playing Halo 2 from 7 o'clock p.m. This was the first time I had binged multiplayer with people in real life. We played Halo 2 from 7 p.m. to about 4 a.m. and we still had school the next morning. Like, we just went to school tired as fuck and talked about it all day, how we beat these adults like 30 times in Halo 2 and they were getting drunk and shit and we didn't, we're kids, we can't drink, but it was just so satisfying to finally beat these people that would, and they would talk mad shit, okay? Like, when you're calling a teenager like a cunt or, a fucker because you're beating their ass, but it's in person, like, that shit's offensive, man. I don't care what anyone says. That shit used to get under my skin. I'd be like, wow, this is a grown-ass man talking shit to me. I'm like 12. What is this? Oh, man, coffee is so good. Yeah, Halo exploded from that point on in the competitive scene. And I'm sure Cody Manning remembers this. I used to play Halo 3 a lot. And I wanted to be like a professional player for Halo 3. I wanted to do all these things. And I wanted to make money off of it and shit. But I never made it big. I never actually went to like a big event. I like went to these local events where they told us we could get points. But, if you don't get into like I think it was the top 100 back in Halo 2, your points didn't matter unless you were registered with Game Battles. If nobody knows what Game Battles if nobody knows what Game Battles is or was, I don't even know if it's still around. I'm not going to get into that. Long story short, it was a website. You could compete there. You get points. You go to tournaments. You get more points. You get recognized. Whatever. I kind of fell out of Halo 3 because of like life events. When I was 16, I moved to Europe. And the internet in Italy was just absolute garbage. I know Cody remembers that. And that was a rough time for Halo, man. But during that time, my cousin became a god at that game. Like, I think he would still absolutely just decimate people if he picked up that game, dude. And he went to events, and he actually, he's talked to pros, and he's done so much more than me when it came to the professional gaming scene. I used to like literally just cross my fingers like, dude, I hope this kid fucking gets picked up by like my favorite team, which it used to be straight ripping, but you know, I can't even think of like what these teams are now. But yeah, it was just a whole nother world, and that kind of goes back to my overall point of like why I'm so impressed with the video games and you know how they've changed over the years. There are a lot of video games that I've left out in this, you know, really brief discussion, but it's just there's something to be said about the ability for a group of developers to create a game just with, you know, their best intentions of their own desires in mind, and being able to actually hook an audience to where it's like a cult-like following, you know? Like, look at Kingdom Hearts, man. If somebody dresses up as the characters that you drew on a piece of paper, I think you're successful. There's no way you could say that it's not successful, you know? So, I just think that's really, really, really cool. Trying to think, what else, man? There are so many other games out there. Like Halo was huge, but oh god, dude, I'm trying to think like what else really stood out to me. I mean, there was Sonic Adventure for like the GameCube, you know, and there was definitely GoldenEye for the Nintendo 64. But Sonic Adventure was amazing. Oh wait, you know what? That makes me think of Soul Calibur. Did anybody play Soul Calibur or Street Fighter or Tekken or anything like that? You know? Because I'll tell you what, man. I remember when Soul Calibur came out on the Dreamcast. Ooh, dude, if you guys don't know what a Dreamcast is, that is one of the most OG consoles like that was ever created, and it was fantastic. And I learned about Sonic Adventure because I had originally played Sonic the Hedgehog on the PC. There was this game called Sonic CD, and if you guys don't know what that is, I'm just gonna go ahead and nerd out and like actually play the fucking opening of Sonic CD because it was so good, dude. Like, oh, here it is, man. It's called like Sonic Boom. Oh my god, dude. Wait, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is... No, that's not it. There we go. There we go. Oh my god, this is so old, dude. Here, you know what? You know what? Just because, if you guys actually have the podcast open, you should direct your attention to the screen. I'm gonna try and air this real quick. Let me see if I can get this. Hold on. Technical difficulty. Oh, okay. Here we go. How do I... Is it working? Nah, it's not working at all. Hold on. Ah, damn, dude. I really want you guys to see this. Like, I'm so excited right now, just to show you this. Let's see. Add. Maybe I should just do the display capture. Let's just see if it works. Okay, cool. All right, I figured out what the problem was. Give me a second. Sweet. I'm not a dumbass after all. False alarm. Window capture. Yes. Okay, cool. Sweet. There we go. All right, so I'm just gonna full screen this real quick. It's like 1 minute and 33 seconds. If you've never seen this, this was from my childhood, from a game from 1993 called Sonic CD, and I would play this game as much as I would play like Warcraft and shit like that. This is from my childhood, and this is the opening sequence. So let me just see if I can see that in full screen. All right, cool. Looks like it's working. So without further ado, man, here's the opening to fucking Sonic CD. if you remember this, please leave a comment that says you remember this. Like, look how epic he is, dude. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. That's a fucking hedgehog. What a fucking badass, dude. Thank you, Japan. And see, what you don't know about this is that this is how the game starts. So you're flying up this thing, running onto this chain, and right after that, like, that's where you start off in the game. That's the beginning of Sonic Sonic CD, and it's fantastic, you know. I don't, like I said, I don't know if anyone has ever fucking played that game or anything, but it was such, it's still, to me, is such an amazing game. And I think that's what got me, like, when I started becoming obsessed with Sonic, like, I used to run a lot more. I know this sounds so lame, dude. I'm not even ashamed of this. I used to run, like, as fast as I could, and when I was, like, really young, my friends would be like, why do you always run all the time? I was like, I want to be as fast as Sonic the Hedgehog. And they're like, oh, Sonic the Hedgehog is so cool. I'd be like, yeah, man. And I used to, like, try and draw pictures of him. I swear, when I go back to the States, if I can find my original sketchbook, I will look for the first picture of Sonic the Hedgehog I ever drew. And it's so bad. Like, it will make you crack up, because I still see it, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Oh, God. But yeah, man, after that, my dad, when he learned that my sister and I, like, really loved Sonic the Hedgehog, he went out and bought these VHSs of the Sonic the Hedgehog TV show. Like, it was a fucking cartoon TV show that had, like, really bad voice acting, and he used to, you know, the famous Sonic the Hedgehog line, the lines that were famous were like, you know, let's go get some chili dogs, Tails, or I'm waiting. That was like, my sister and I used to do that to each other all the time. Like, we would get annoying with it. Like, if one of us was taking too long, because she used to watch me play video games, because she loved to watch me play, and she would just be like, I'm waiting, and, like, do that little foot tap, you know, where it's just like, God, I fucking hate you right now. What the fuck is your problem? But good times, man. Some good times. Sonic the Hedgehog, man. And then Sonic Adventure 2 came out. Actually, you know what? Take that back. I played Sonic 3. I played Sonic 3 with Knuckles in the storyline. And, dude, Knuckles is a fucking hard ass. I don't care what anybody says. If you ever diss Knuckles, you're a bitch. Knuckles is the shit. Okay? He made Sonic the Hedgehog a tougher person. I know I'm totally sound like a fucking geek right now saying stupid shit like that. But in Sonic Adventure 2, I got to see, like, Super Sonic for the first time. And it reminded me so much of, like, Super Saiyan from Dragon Ball Z. And it was just, like, the most badass thing, because you just don't expect it, you know? Like, you're playing Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, spoilers, and you're at the end of the game, and, like, you have all these fucking Chaos Emeralds and shit, which are these emeralds that Knuckles is supposed to defend or whatever. And, like, he realizes, like, oh, the power of the Chaos Emeralds, they're shining. And then, like, they all start glowing and, like, circling around you. And they, you know, you turn into Super Sonic, and you're like all gold, and you're just a fucking badass. And oh no, I'm so sad. The person that wanted me to podcast is abandoning the podcast. I am disappointed. No, I'm just joking, dude. If you need some sleep, go get some sleep, dude. I got you. I totally understand. But yeah, man, there was Super Sonic and Hyper Shadow, like Shadow the Hedgehog, which was like Sonic's alter ego, the enemy created by like the legacy of Robotnik, or actually they called him Eggman now. I don't know why they changed it from Dr. Robotnik to Eggman. I think that was the stupidest thing ever. And Hyper Shadow was like silver and shit, and it was just, dude, it was so badass. Like, fuck, man. Freaking watching Super Sonic and Hyper Shadow, and then like the cutscene ends, right? And you're sitting there at your GameCube with your jaw just dropped because you just watched them both go Super Saiyan, and then you're fucking flying through space. You're flying through fucking space while you're playing as a golden hedgehog and a silver hedgehog fighting this giant lizard biohazard fucking man-made thing. Like, oh, dude, it was just so crazy. I remember, I freaked out when I played Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, dude. Like, that shit was so intense, so incredible. I absolutely loved it, okay? It was amazing. And for those of you just joining, I'm just sitting here talking about video games. I'm just ranting through, like, random subjects that I pull out of a cup. So, you know, it's not too much, but if you guys wouldn't mind, you know, sharing the podcast with people who you think would enjoy listening to it, that would be awesome. Because if there's one thing I know I do really good, it's talking. I'd sit here and fucking talk all damn day if no one shuts me up. But yeah, man, that was Sonic. It's already been about 46 minutes on this topic of video games, so I think for the last 15 minutes. If anyone has the comments for the live chat open, I want you to put your favorite video game ever, like of all time, your most favorite video game that you ever played in the comments section. And normally I'd sit here and talk about League of Legends, but we'll be here for like days if I start talking about League of Legends, which is a great game, and I do play it currently. But I really want you guys to put that into the comments section if you're still listening, you know. Throw in your favorite video game. I'll wait. I still stand firm by my original statement. My favorite video game of all time is still going to be like Final Fantasy IX. Like, I used to play Pretend with that game. Like, I don't know if anyone in here ever played Pretend as a kid. I don't think a lot of people don't do that nowadays. Everyone has like a fucking iPad in front of their fucking nose. Cody Manning, Halo 3. Hey man, Halo 3. Oh wait. That's funny. Yo, Cody, do you remember Digital Fear from YouTube? Like Arby and the Chief. Do you remember those videos? That shit was so funny back in the day, man. And like Red vs. Blue. Oh man, Red vs. Blue is so good. It is still good. I actually found out that shit's still going. What was your favorite part about Halo 3? Whether it be campaign, multiplayer, whatever. Like, what was the thing that made you really love Halo 3? I swear to God, don't say the fucking community. Please don't say the community. Because the community for Halo 3, the only good part of the community in Halo 3 was the people who got on Bungie favorites. Rest in peace, Bungie favorites. And rest in peace to everybody that would go into theater mode and try to make like the best screenshot or the most amazing clip. Like, oh god, that was such a... Everybody just wanted the recon armor, man. That's all we want is recon. And then they gave it to everyone. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? You're supposed to work for that shit. And, I'm trying to think. Yeah, Final Fantasy IX. Easily. Like, most favorite video game ever. A good runner-up, though, to Final Fantasy IX is Kingdom Hearts 2, Halo, and I would definitely say... This is shocking, but there was a game that I played for PS2 a long time ago. It was called Star Ocean Until the End of Time. And it was just incredible, you know? Becoming a god through dedicating my 8th and 9th grade summer to it. No lie, though. Like, Cody, this dude in chat, Cody Manning, my cousin, he like, I'm not even ashamed to say this, because I know he's fucking laughing when I say this. I used to think I was good at this game, okay? Like, I used to think I was really good at Halo 3, and I would go over and, like, play at my grandparents' house with him and my other cousin Kyle, and, like, I would just shit on them, like, constantly when I was, quote-unquote, at my best at Halo 3. And then I remember playing with him, like, months later, almost a year, actually, and he just, like, he would just dominate me, dude. Like, eventually I got back on par, and there were games where we would be, like, kind of dead even, or he would win, or I would win, but then it just became no contest. Like, he would just win, flat out, every time, and I would get mad. And I know it was really immature of me to, like, get mad, but I think the only reason I would get so mad is, like, I fucking showed this motherfucker this game, and he's just a fucking legend right now, and he never, I don't think he ever really got noticed the way he should have gotten noticed in the pro scene. Like, oh, goddamn, dude. He could have been, like, one of the most #1 players ever. Because when you gave this kid a fucking sniper rifle in Halo, just run. Don't even, you know, it doesn't even matter if you hide. He'll shoot you through the fucking wall somehow. Because he's just a fucking, and he's like a robot when he picks up that sniper rifle. But, man, that was such a good time, wasn't it, man? Like, just playing, like, custom games, or playing Griffball, or just going into, like, team doubles and just fucking, like, because, like, imagine, dude, when Cody and I were really good together, like, he was definitely way better than me, but I still was able to hold my own. Like, I could do really good and pull off some sick shit. So when we would play together, like, at first, it was always really funny because our synergy was kind of shit sometimes, but when it wasn't, dude, we would fuck people up. Like, I still to this day remember this, like, warm feeling of satisfaction of going, like, 25-0 against somebody for, like, what was it, 5 games straight at one time, and then there was that one game where you're like, oh, I'm gonna 1v2, don't help me. I'm a dumbass. I go out there, I'm trying to help him, and I die. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? We're 25-1. Our streak is over. When you're 14, getting shit talked at the Dorito booth at MLG events by grown men who are doo-doo. What is Gandhi? What is Gandhi? Hello? I almost said Gosayami, but I don't think, was Gosayami a douchebag? I can't even remember, man. I think my favorite pro player that I ever got to talk to was Karma. Like, we were in a custom game lobby with Kurt and Francisco, and we got to talk to Karma. And he is just so chill. Like, this dude, there's a reason he's so consistent in Halo, you know? Like, he is just really, really chill. If there was one player that I ever wanted to meet when it came to Halo, I went, Gilkey? Dude, fuck Gilkey. I knew about Gilkey's reputation, like, period, man. Everybody talks shit about Gilkey. I wanted to meet Roy and Lunchbox from Team Instinct, because that's where they really, you know, went off. Oh, we did get to talk to Walshy. Dude, Walshy is fucking hysterical. Like, he could be a dick, but Walshy, oh my god, dude. This motherfucker, we would play, like, I think it was full 12, like free-for-all, 12 people, 8 people, I can't even remember. It was Halo 2 or Halo 3, before they got rid of Halo 2 for Xbox Live. And Walshy was in this lobby, and nobody knew it was Walshy. Like, he was always first place, and Kurt was getting so mad. He's like, who the fuck is this scrub-ass bitch? And, like, in the lobby, he finally puts his mic on, and he's like, hey guys, it's Walshy. And we're like, no fucking way. But then someone else who was like a semi-pro, I think it was either Call Me God or someone else, I don't remember. They were like, Walshy, what's up, man? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, no fucking way. Is that really Walshy? And he's just, like, laughing his ass off, talking all this shit to Kurt, and, like, making fun of his name. Like, what was Mr. Popo? Wasn't that Kurt's name in Halo? Like, Mr. Popo? He was like, yeah, I call you Mr. Popo because you a fat motherfucker. And Kurt's like, I'm not fat. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, not like that. Yeah. He was so tilted, man. He just gets so fucking angry. Oh, God. You 2v2'd Roy and Lunchbox? Did you win? I really hope you say no, to be honest with you, because I think Roy and Lunchbox are just fucking legends, man. Hey, Cody, it's all about that Macchio, though. Everybody wants to be like Macchio on every fucking team possible, trying to make first place. Fucking Macchio, dude. I have like this weird vendetta against Macchio. I just don't think he's on land. Nah. So wait, you won? Get the fuck out of here. You beat Roy and Lunchbox? That's insane. If I'm understanding that correctly, I might be wrong, but if you did, man, like that's pretty cool. That is pretty fucking cool. We got about 5 minutes left until I'm pretty much done talking about video games. Macchio tried to come back in Halo 4. I actually didn't get on a team because of him. Yeah, it sounds like he was like the team filler. Like if you needed a fourth, you could be like, oh, we could just put Macchio on. Because like Macchio wasn't horrible, but I see Macchio as like a support player. Like I remember what team? There was a team he was on. I think it was Triggers Down a long time ago, where they tried to make him a Slayer, and he was just like really, really bad at positioning. Really, really bad at positioning. It was just stupid. Like, I don't know, dude. If excuse me. God, there was a really bad player that was on one of those fucking semi-pro teams. It was somebody on Ambush, dude. God, what was his fucking name? Back when Ambush had like first started, they had this player that he wasn't like horrible, but people would always make jokes like, "Oh, if you get killed by this guy, like you suck if you get out BR'd by him." What the fuck was his name, dude? God, that hurts my head. That was such a long time ago. Like I'm 24 right now. Halo 3 came out in 2007. 2007. That's 10 years ago. Oh my god, man, that makes my stomach hurt. Actually, when I say that out loud, that Halo 3 is 10 years old. Because I still remember the Mountain Dew Game Fuel that came out with Halo 3, and it was just amazing. Oh, dude, I love that shit so much. I wonder if there's like a Halo 3 MLG moment I can find. Oh, I'm not about to sit here and watch a fucking 5-hour video on fucking Halo 3. Oh, dude, here we go. Yo, this is actually one of my favorites. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Hold on. Gunshot? Yeah, I think no. Gunshot wasn't that bad. I used to play with Gunshot when he was on Francisco's friends list. Gunshot's actually pretty cool. So is Eli. Like, Gunshot and Eli always together. The only reason that we stopped playing with Gunshot and Eli, do you remember, God, what was his name? Not Zach. I'm pretty sure you met Zach from Francisco's side. There was this kid named Justin, and he had the worst temper. Like, when I stayed the night at his house to play Halo, he took his controller and, like, threw it into a ceiling fan, caught it when it came back down, and then threw it at his TV and, like, broke the bottom half of his TV and smashed his controller into pieces and, like, started slamming it with, like, a fucking skateboard and shit. I was like, dude, like, you've got to chill. And I remember Gunshot was, like, talking shit to him, like, jokingly. You know, he's like, oh, you're trash, kid. Ha, ha, ha. And Justin's like, you're fucking garbage. That's why you're on fucking Ambush, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, but I'm better than you at this game. Like, I actually make money playing this game. You're at your mom's house playing in your fucking room. I'm at my fucking gaming house. Like, get the fuck out of here, you know? And he just lost it. I don't even remember how that shit escalated so far. But anyway, I have to play this. I know that a lot of you probably don't like Halo or don't really, have a huge following with it. But I've got to play this fucking video. This is the MLG Top 10 from Halo 3. Number 4, the best of Meadowlands from 2008. Chris Puckett, dude.
Top 10. This is the best of the Meadowlands We're kicking it off at number 10 with Ogre 2. The sneaky jump, picking up the assassination on the Camel player, and then the perfect PR for the double kill. This is just one of 5 top 10 plays from Final Boss.
Back when Final Boss was like the best team. Walshy!
Walshy on the pit. Letting Legend walk by. Now moving in for the assassination, but no! This is Legend's play at number 9. Check out the reaction time.
Oh shit, dude.
Down for the double. That was just disgusting. At number 8, it's a new pro on the circuit, Sly Fox.
Sly Fox. Damn, I forgot about this guy.
Jumping in midair, catches the double kill. Not done yet. Alumni taken out with the quick scope.
That was beautiful.
At number 7, it's Strong Side teaching you all new angles of Halo 3, shooting down the lift for the double kill with the rocket. At number 6, it's his teammate.
These plays are so bad though. Like, that's the funniest thing.
Showing you how to play Narrows. Check it out, taking down Hysteria for the second kill. Picks up the
oh man, Hysteria.
Fear itself for the third kill, and with half shields, the perfect PR to take down SK, killing all 4 players. At number 5, it is Hysteria from Triggers Down, and this kid's got some skills. Check it out, taking down over mid-air.
Get fucking domed, Walshy, bitch.
Number 4, it's Ant from Team Classic, showing you how to protect the.
Oh, I forgot all about Team Classic, dude. They were actually a really good team.
Ogre 2 catches one in the ankle for the double kill, and then Ogre 1, get out of my face, son, lays him out with the beatdown for a triple. At number 3, it's Ogre 2 once again. This time, it's just nasty. Takes down Logan.
I remember this shit, dude.
The perfect BR ends the flag run, puts a few shots on SK, the triple on Fear itself, and then he cleans up his
gets the overkill exterm.
Returning his flag.
Man, that shit was dirty.
Coming from Fear from Team Classic, who finished in 2nd place. He was showing up.
This guy is disgusting too, man.
Shot over Walshy's shoulder for the double kill.
God. Oh, dude.
And now for the greatest play from the Meadowlands, it's Ogre 1 from Team Final Boss, doing what he does best. The perfect headshot, cleaning up the kill on Ant.
This is why he's so good at support.
And with confidence, he pushed back out for the triple kill as Final Boss went on to win the Meadowlands title. Well, that's it for this top 10. I'm Chris Puckett, and make sure you stay tuned to MLGpro.com for more exciting.
God, dude, that is so old. Like, I don't think you guys understand, man. Like, that shit is old. And I remember, I think one of the funniest things about wanting to be so good at Halo was really wanting to be on the MLG top 10. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look for my. This is so lame, dude. There's a clip I submitted on YouTube. Oh my god, dude, I found it. Yo, I found this shit. Hold up. This is some shit I made a long time ago with my capture card. MLG top 10 number 1, 48 views, bro. Uploaded in January 21st, 2009. Okay? Let's watch this garbage clip real quick. I got a kill. I killed somebody who was one shot. And I shot somebody in the back. Killed somebody else who was one shot. And then no scope from the fucking lift. Oh, MLG top 10! Oh, God. That was, Hey, Cody, that was when I was playing with, Giga Archeon. What was it, dude? Giga Archeon Zalius, which is Sean. Damn, who was the third person? He was a total fucking scrub, though. He was just in there talking so much shit. Fear was the player who Fatal himself, like, idolized and used to LAN with. Oddly, I started to get better than them. They fell off, though, man. Excuse me. Like, I think if you were as good as you were at Halo 3, like, in 2008, 2009, like, and you were a part of that scene, I really think easily you would have been in the top 16. Because they, like, there was a point where people were still, like, getting kind of fresh into Halo 3, and the shit that you used to do was definitely unique, you know? Like, you had a play style that wasn't copied by anyone. My play style was a sneaky play style. Like, I learned how to run away a lot and to confuse people I don't know if you remember that. Like, one of the main things that I used to focus on was like deception and appearing. Like, my favorite thing in Halo 3 was being able to appear behind someone. Like, you could be running away and then all of a sudden you're behind them, and they're like, "How the fuck did you do that?" And you're one of those people who is a huge fan of the ninja, because like if you're running around a corner chasing someone who's one shot and you turn the corner and they're not there, like you already know you're about to get ninja'd, you get assassinated, and it's too fucking late. And it's one of the most embarrassing things that could ever happen to you in Halo 3. Super fun, super duper fun. Okay, so let's think here. Sat here for an hour talking about video games. I can either A, reach into the cup, or I can ask all 4 viewers what I should talk about. What do you think I should talk about next, guys? Throw it up in the comments. I swear to God, if you say League of Legends, I'm going to be so tilted. I don't want to talk about League. Not yet. And I'm like running on empty, so I fucking stayed up all night like an idiot. Be like, I'm gonna podcast today, and I'm podcasting and it's cool, but dude, I'm fucking exhausted. I won't lie. I am really, really tired. Halo 3. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about Halo 3 for another 30 fucking minutes, man. that face though. Yeah, seriously, if anybody else wouldn't mind commenting, leave a comment in the live chat about what do you think I should talk about next. And if you don't, I'll just pick something out of the cup, that's fine, but yeah. Oh, and I think it's time for a cigarette. And before someone says, "Smoking cigarettes is bad for you," like, no shit, dude. No shit. Oh, man. You're thinking? Don't overthink too hard, Elijah. That shit hurts. That shit hurts, dude. Wouldn't want your brain to stop working from thinking about all that. Might give yourself an aneurysm. You know? Just give me 1 second, guys. And if there's anything you guys could leave, like this is just for the end of the stream, not right now. Excuse me. At the end of the stream, if you think there's anything that I could do better in the stream, just fucking leave it as a comment or message me directly if you have my personal information. Watch. What is that? What is that? I can't click it, dude. It's not a fucking link. He's like, "Oh, copy paste it behind youtube.com, you fucking dick." So, /paste, watch. What is this? Budward AGL Haven gameplay. Oh, shit. I didn't know this was on the internet. Did you want me to watch all of this? That's a lot, man. Don't fart on air. Too bad, man. If you gotta fucking pass gas, you just gotta do it, man. It's just nothing simpler than that, you know. Can't post links, just watch the 5 kills. Well, someone in the comments said that 316 is just dirty. That's what I saw. So. Well, that's what we're waiting for here. Hold on, before I show you guys on air, I'm gonna. Who you got shit on? Oh, he's got a sniper rifle. You know what? We're gonna start right here. We're gonna start right fucking here, because when this kid picks up a goddamn sniper, watch at 110 until like 130. Fuck that. I saw you. You have a sniper rifle right now. We're gonna play this until 316. Yeah, we're gonna do this. This is dope. Yo guys, here's Cody Manning, Budward. This is his shit. Watch this shit. What if you like What if there's like nothing extraordinary right now and I'm just like wasting time? He's just waiting. Wow. Oh. That wasn't a headshot? What the fuck? Yeah, you got the assist, whatever. Jesus Christ, dude. He's so good with that shit. Woo! See what I'm saying, son? It's just dirty. That shit is disgusting. I want to go back and see that shit. Look at this guy. Dude, he had so much time. That's like 7 shots. You're dead. He had 7 shots on Budward and he couldn't do. Oh, what a fuck. That was pathetic. Yo, if you had landed that no scope right there, I'd have pooped. Like, seriously, just shit myself. Oh my god, this is crazy. Oh, dude, I thought that was it. Alright. I gotta stop. I'll sit here and watch all of this and it'll just get out of hand. But yeah, guys, that's Cody Manning right there. A little bit of highlights from Halo 4. Definitely not his best. I will say that right now. You have to play with the guy to fucking see how disgusting he is at that game. Because he is a fucking monster. And what's funny, you know, some players, they get better when they're angry. I honestly think my cousin, when he's just like calm, it's just he's a menace, dude. When he's calm and confident and just like in the zone, not speaking at all, he just, God, dude, he fucking murders people. Because there was a time where you could tell when he was about to get into that mode, well, at least me, because I would play with him, right? And I'd be talking like a whole bunch of shit or just trying to talk to him in general. And he wouldn't say shit to me. He'd just keep killing me over and over and over again. And he would be like, yeah, dude, you got like 3 kills left before I win, dude. You better step it up, dude. And I would lose. Man, those are some good times. It's an over? Oh, I didn't even see it, dude. Here, we'll go back to it. We will definitely go back to it. Let's see here. Alright, here we go. Get good, Cody. Oh, he's getting good. It's disgusting.
Overkill.
Oh my. Yo. Can we see that again? Can we see that again, please? Ready? Oh my god. I'm telling you, dude, you can't fuck with him when he picks up that sniper rifle. It's just not happening. He's just way too good with it. Like I said, a fucking robot, man. Ah, dude. That is definitely a person I could watch play Halo all fucking day long. So we're gonna reach a little standstill here with the stream. Sitting here taking a smoke break. Mid-podcast. I know, so unprofessional, right? Have to like go outside and shit. I think I'm gonna talk about TV shows next. Maybe. Hey Nani, if you guys don't hear the cat. What baby? What's up, baby? Yeah? Yeah? Tell me more. Nani the cat, everybody. Nani the cat. Shush. They're not here for you. Or maybe they are. I'm not sure. Anime. You want me to talk about anime? There you go. Damn, dude, that took you forever to say that. I figured you were gonna say anime a while ago. Meow. Yeah? Yeah? Here. Man, this cat drives me nuts because she doesn't like to be picked up at all. You can't pick her up. Meow. Meow. Alright, let's get back inside. Yeah. I hear you. Come on. Come on, kitty. And it's weird. I know most people, you know, when they call cats to like and shit like that, but with these cats, you call them like a dog, like shit like that. And now she's following me. Excuse me. So, next topic of discussion is good old anime. Good old fashioned anime. Let's see. Should I start with the first anime I ever watched? Because for the longest time, I never even considered it anime. I just thought it was like a fucking TV show. But then, you know, you find out that a lot of the TV shows that you grow up watching are actually animes. Let's see. Pokemon. Pokemon was the first anime that I ever watched. I remember we didn't watch Pokemon on TV. It was VHS tapes, actually. My mom and my dad had bought us the original like VHS tapes of Pokemon, and like they were so fucking good. Like I remember the first time I saw Ash Ketchum, like, you know, and he's in his fucking bedroom watching his TV, and he's watching like the Pokemon battles on the I don't remember if it was like the Elite Four or if it was just a regular Pokemon battle, when it was like Gengar versus Nidoking or some shit like that, and it was just really, really good. And like he's having dreams about like Charmander and Bulbasaur and Squirtle and shit, and it really puts you in perspective of like what it would actually be like to be a little boy in the fucking Pokemon world. I would always pick Charizard, by the way, because fire types are just my favorite, like no matter what. So Pokemon was really good. Ash Ketchum was always like my favorite character because I'm usually a fucking protagonist lover. Like I love protagonists in almost all anime. My friend Daniel McGirt loved like the antagonists and shit like that, like the rival or some shit like that. Excuse me, and that just like really fit his personality. What was my favorite episode of Pokemon? Man, I have to sit here and think about that one. My favorite episode of Pokemon would probably have to be from the original like 15 episodes when he sets Butterfree, like when he lets Butterfree go. Like, dude, that shit made me cry as a kid. Like 100%. Because you remember when he caught Caterpie and like he met Misty at that time and she fucking hated Caterpie, and like you learn that life lesson real early. It's like Caterpie didn't choose to be Caterpie. He was just born that way. Like he just is Caterpie, and you should accept him for who he is. And it's just like one of those things. Like you learn that, you know, you have to accept people like the way they are, even if it was just from a fucking Pokemon episode. And like the bond between Ash and Pikachu, it was just so emotional. Everybody remembers going to the theaters, watching the Pokemon movie, and Ash turns to stone,
and all the Pokemon, the clones, everything, they all just start crying and shit, and like somehow their tears like fucking bring him back. But before that, Pikachu's like, you know, Pikachu always shocks Ash, and like he's like shocking Ash over and over again when he's turned to stone, and you're just sitting there like, why? It was just so funny, man. So funny. At least to me. Like when I think about it now, like it was so emotional over that whole like era of Pokemon. It was, oh god, dude, that was so long ago. What was your guys' first anime? Like I said, I know there's only 4 of us in here. Well, technically 5, including me. My first anime was Pokemon. After Pokemon, it was Dragon Ball Z. No, actually, that back. It was after Pokemon. It was Digimon, because Digimon came out, and I was like, oh, Digimon, this is super cool. And then there was Dragon Ball Z, and then after Dragon Ball Z, I remember fucking Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh was just like the most amazing show ever, because the cards came out, and when you're a kid, you didn't read the fucking rule book, and you don't watch anime? Whatever. That sucks. That's why you're miserable. Nah, I'm joking. But, yeah, man. Fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! When Yugimoto fucking watches his grandpa gets his soul taken away and shit, and he's just so powerless to it. It was just one of the most fucking epic things that you could ever watch. It's so heartbreaking and like tragic and shit. Oh man. And oh shit, I had a total brain fart just now. What was I gonna say? Fuck, dude. Yep, I'm drawing a blank. Ghost in the Shell was your first anime over DBZ? Hey, Ghost in the Shell is a really good anime, dude. Like, that shit was amazing. Is amazing. Not was. Like, it definitely hasn't disappeared. That's for fucking sure. It's really, really good. I remember Dragon Ball Z, the first time Goku turned Super Saiyan, and he just like, you spend so much time watching that arc of Dragon Ball Z where he's fighting Frieza and he's on Namek, and like Vegeta is dead and Krillin is dead and a lot of your favorite characters are gone, and it's just, Piccolo even got fucked up. Turns out he didn't die, but at first you're like, oh my god. Oh wait, or did Piccolo die? I don't remember. It was a long time ago. But when Krillin dies and Goku just fucking loses his shit, and like the clouds turn black and there's like lightning crashing around him, and you're like, what is about to happen? And he just starts changing. You know what? Let's find that. I want to watch that shit right now. When Goku first turns Super Saiyan. Thank you, YouTube, for having all of this shit. Oh, dude. Hold on. Okay, there's the one from Dragon Ball Z Kai, and then there's the original one. Let me see if this is...
You think that your little friend...
Okay, yeah, we'll watch this one. We'll watch this one, dude. Because this shit is epic, man. Join me.
...can escape me, you're sadly mistaken.
Oh, it even shows Krillin...
This time you won't come back.
Oh yeah, because Dende is dead.
Krillin!
Frieza, stop this!
Help me!
And he fucking dies. Right fucking there, dude. Like, literally into dust, bro. And if you don't know how huge that is, Goku and Krillin have been best friends since Dragon Ball.
Who was it? It was Krillin.
Look at this motherfucker. Okay, yeah, Piccolo's dead. Gohan's fucking useless.
Up goes the weasel.
I won't let you get away with this!
There's the lightning. Bro, them clouds turning black as fuck. I love this because nobody knew this was gonna happen. You're like, I was a kid, my dad was watching this with me on the couch, and you're just like, what the fuck is about to happen?
I won't let you!
A fucking badass emerges, dude. The golden fucking warrior, bro. Look at that face. I'ma fucking murder you.
Gohan, listen very carefully. You
Get the-
must leave this planet now and take Piccolo with you. Got it?
Get the fuck out of here, kid.
This is the last time I'm going to tell you! Get out of here right now, Gohan!
Oh man, dude, that was dope. That was fucking dope, dude. That brings back some memories. That brings back some fucking memories, man. Oh, Dragon Ball Z, dude. Most badass scene in anime, dude. I don't know, man. It definitely is up there. I really think when Gohan defeats Perfect Cell. I honestly think when Gohan taps into his power as a kid during the Cell Saga, that was the most epic shit I had ever fucking seen. Like, because you know, like, Gohan is stronger than Goku, okay? Like, he achieved Super Saiyan as a kid. He did it in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. He fucking was able to hold his own and stuff like that. But just seeing it was incredible. Like, Perfect Cell killed like almost everybody in the world. He defeated a lot of people in that tournament, and he was just a badass, dude. Like, fucking Gohan goes crazy, does the father-son Kamehameha wave, and he just absolutely obliterated Cell. Like, that shit was so cool, man. After Dragon Ball Z, though, my favorite anime of all time is Naruto. I will never, ever renounce that fact at all. I used to be so obsessed with Naruto. Like, I used to make AMVs. I used to do, like, that music video shit where you would use, like, Windows Movie Maker or any other fucking movie-making device or, like, program. And I would make, like, these little movies with Naruto and, you know, like the bond between him and Sasuke and shit. And when I watched Naruto, it reminded me a lot of Dragon Ball Z, only in the sense of like the transformations and stuff. Because when you see Naruto turn, like the first time he turned into like the nine-tailed fox versus like Haku and Zabuza, like that's when you knew the series was gonna be fucking amazing, because that was badass. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull that scene up too. Hold on. Oh, dude, I don't want to use... Okay, here we go. Oh, wait, is it in English, though? Yeah, that shit's in English. That's fucking lame, dude. I don't want to watch no fucking English Naruto. Anytime you watch Naruto in English, it's just trash. Like, absolute fucking trash. Let's see. Alright, I'm not going to sit here and watch it. All those videos are like 10 minutes long. We're not going to watch a 10-minute Naruto video. But it was so badass because Naruto and Sasuke are fighting Haku, who looks like a woman but is actually a boy. And he finds out, like, who he is and shit like that. And Sasuke and Naruto are stuck inside of this this move where it's these mirrors made of fucking ice that can't be melted or supposedly can't be destroyed unless you're fighting from the outside. Excuse me. And Haku could go like in between ice mirrors and he fucked up Naruto and Sasuke. And he pretty much, you're convinced that Sasuke dies because he's like confessing like what he wanted to do before he died to Naruto, and then he just like passes out and you think that's when he died. And Naruto snaps. And if you don't know anything about Naruto, Naruto has this giant monster sealed inside of his body that tried to destroy the village that he came from. And that scene, it's like unleashed, and there's like all this red chakra, which is energy, and he's like spiraling around, and you see him turn like, I called it like the demon mode. Like he turned into the demon fox, man. And he like fucks up Haku. He punches through the mirrors. And then when Haku tries to escape to another mirror, he grabs him by the arm, pulls him in, and just lands like the most epic anime punch, in my opinion, of one of the earliest eras of anime. And he punches him so hard that he fucking goes flying through this ice mirrored whatever thing. And he just fucking, he's about to kill him. He's running at him like full speed, and then the mask falls off. And he sees that it's the dude he met in the forest, and he just like stops. But Naruto taught me like a lot of life lessons. It taught me really how to be a good friend to people, to never give up on friendship, on relationships. Like no matter how hard everything became or can become, you know, Naruto was definitely one of those things that it really struck me. You know, it hit a chord, and it will go down in history to me, just as like my favorite anime of all time, and it was just so amazing. But yeah, what was I gonna say? There's a lot of fights in Naruto that are just, you know, iconic. Especially when he's fighting, especially when he's like fighting Sasuke and shit. Excuse me. And he's trying to stop Sasuke from leaving to one of the main antagonists called Orochimaru, and he fucking unleashes all of his nine-tailed chakra as much as he could as a kid. And you know, it's one of the best fight scenes in my opinion of Naruto as well. The pain arc was definitely good, Melina. It was a really good section of Naruto. What is that? That's Naruto Shippuden. That's like way fast forwarded in the future though. And I don't want to give too many spoilers. Like I've already given a lot of spoilers for people who've never watched Naruto, even though they probably won't watch Naruto. I highly encourage people to watch it. It's an amazing show, amazing anime, a lot of great life lessons. Matter of fact, as lame as this sounds, for almost every girlfriend that I've ever had, the reason I never gave up on women or my friends is because of that show. Like that show taught me, you know, what true friendship is and what love is without saying love, you know. And it really hits home. A lot of messages in that show. It's very good show. And I used to draw it a lot. I used to try and draw Naruto and Sasuke and like doing all these badass action scenes, but My sister was the real artist of the family, so I didn't really do that good at drawing. What was another really good anime? Before, like, I'm trying not to just say Attack on Titan, because, like, we all know Attack on Titan is one of the most recently amazing animes, but there's a lot more. Shaman King. Shaman King is an amazing anime. I love the concept behind it. People have, like, these spirit guides and shit. Like, Amidamaru. Amidamaru is a badass character. I don't fucking care what anybody says. This shit's amazing. Let's see. There was Ghost in the Shell, Outlaw Star, Cowboy Bebop, Big O. These are all a lot of shows mainly off Adult Swim. Inuyasha. Inuyasha is still one of the most amazing animes ever. It just had a really shitty ending. I really think that Inuyasha did not end the way it should have ended. It was stupid. But I loved Inuyasha for the longest time too. I loved drawing the Tetsaiga. I loved like the robe of the fire rat that Inuyasha wore. The love between like him and Kagome and like everybody trying to compare that shit to their life, whatever, you know, it's crazy. Man, what else is there? There's so many different animes out there, man. I'm like drawing a blank, dude. It's crazy. Chrono Crusade. I didn't really watch the anime for Chrono Crusade, but I definitely love the manga. Gundam, dude. Gundam Wing, fucking epic, man. Like, if you've never watched Gundam, you are missing out. You need to watch Gundam. My favorite anime other than Naruto is actually, you know what? I take that back. Yeah, my favorite anime other than Naruto is Eureka 7. Eureka 7 is just a beautiful anime that's about a young boy and his love for this alien woman that he never would have expected to meet at all, because his life used to be like really boring. And I felt like, I think that message really hit me in the sense of like what I wanted, you know? Oh, dude, Neon Genesis Evangelion. Oh my god. What a great fucking show. Like, man, that show is super good. I can't start talking about Neon Genesis, dude. I'll get way too hyped. Way too hyped. That show is intense. Like, so many metaphors, so many lessons. There's so much involved in that show. Like, it's really good. That's for sure. Definitely a great anime. And again, if anyone's just tuning in, we're talking about anime here. Just got done talking about Neon Genesis Evangelion a little bit. If you're new to the stream, if you're just joining, you know, please type into the chat, participate, help me find shit to talk about, because right now I'm just kind of ranting, going off of my own little topics that I pick up for myself. So that's nice and all, but it's definitely nice when people participate in the chat. I really liked, damn, what the fuck is the name of that anime? This is gonna kill me. Oh, I can't think of it. It's on the tip of my tongue. It was from when I was in high school. It was really old. Hockey the Beast. What's up, man? Who's this? Doug. Well, hello there.
My name is Exposed.
Cats? Jack, dude, where have you been this whole stream, man? I just got done talking about video games for like an hour and 15 minutes, bro. That shit was crazy. Oh, you know what? Dude, it's weird. The first video game I thought of when you popped in was Minecraft. Like, even though you and I played other games other than Minecraft, we played like fucking Call of Duty Black Ops, which, dude, there is an era with Jack Cats and Call of Duty that will just never be forgotten, dude. Like, we used to do the dumbest shit. Just got done playing Public. Oh, dude, that's a Public Underground. Wait, Public Battlegrounds, right? Oh god, I can't remember the full name of pub. I'm super tired, man. I haven't slept yet. But yeah, that's a great game too. If no one's ever played PUBG, you know, go fucking play that shit. It's amazing. But yeah, right now we're sitting here talking about anime and shit like that. Trying to think of another really good anime. Oh, dude, there's a really good anime movie called Akira. If you've never seen Akira, that is also a very intense anime movie. It's really good. There's a lot of other animes like Howl's Moving Castle and shit like that. I'm reading a new light novel, No Game, No Life. I thought that was an anime. No Game, No Life. Wasn't it? Oh, dude, it's called Akira, not Sakira. It's Akira. Yeah, Akira. It really is good though. It's graphic though. Like, it has a lot of gore. It's very intense, straight to the point. It's got a huge underlying message. There was a TV show, or not TV show. There was an anime I used to watch. There's an anime I used to watch called Paranoia Agent. I think that's what it was called. And when I was younger, I didn't really understand it, but I went back and watched it like as an adult, and it's amazing. Like, it's actually really, really trippy. But yeah, man, it's really good anime. I like No Game, No Life. Kimi no Nawa. That's the new one, right? That's the one you gave me the poster for. Kimi no Nawa. As long as nobody says that the Yu-Gi-Oh movie was good, because that was, I mean, it was cool when I was a kid, but it's not actually a good movie. It is pretty garbage. Wow, man. Usually I have like this giant list of animes that I really enjoy. One Piece is definitely not on them. One Piece sucks. I fucking hate One Piece. I never will like One Piece. You can't convince me to watch it. I think it's just stupid. Like if I go back and watch One Piece and I see Nami, the character, you know, the little redheaded orange chick or orange-haired chick or whatever, right? She was like a really thin, you know, flat-chested character. But then the more, you know, the anime went on and like people started becoming more obsessed with like bigger tits and fat asses and thick girls and shit like that, you just notice that Naminé somehow acquires these giant tits and is way more sexualized as a character than she already was. And I don't like that. I don't like when you change the anatomy of a character just because of like the demand for big-breasted women or some shit. It's just stupid to me. If you want big-breasted women in anime, just go play Final Fantasy VII. Look at Tifa Lockhart. You're welcome. There's another really good anime called Rave Master. I really, really love Rave Master. Kimi no Nawa translates to your name. This is really funny, man. The irony that you're reading all this stuff, but they're good. They're good. I haven't watched Kimi no Nawa yet, but I have to. Go watch Rosario Vampire for ass and tits. Yeah, fuck that show. I don't like anything that's no offense, Otaku Man Productions. I don't like fan base shows at all. Like I can't do it. I don't see the appeal in it. You know, maybe when I was younger, like in middle school, I would probably have liked it because I used to watch some fan service stuff, but now when I watch it, it just bothers me. I can't even really tell you the exact reason as to why. I can sit here and name multiple reasons off, but I just don't think it's good anime, you know? Even when they try to add like a plot and a backstory and all that shit, at the end of the day, it's just fucking big ass tits and borderline nudity. Like, dude, what's it called? High School XD or High School DxD or whatever the fuck it's called. I think that show is retarded. I really, really think that show is stupid as fuck. Because it feeds into that whole idea in Japan of like young boys being like, and I wish like all these girls wanted to suck my dick and let me touch their tits, but I'm too nervous to say anything, so I'm gonna act shy. Like, no, that's fucking dumb. I'm sorry, that's dumb. To me, it's dumb. I don't enjoy the idea of a extreme amount of big-breasted women obsessing over like a high school student who's not even old enough to have sex. Like I said, when you're younger, you know, that's a great idea. It's like, oh, I'm 16. Yeah, I want all sorts of big titty women to fuck me and suck my dick. But then, like, when you realize that that's adultery, it's kind of like, why is this a thing? You know? And I think one of the things that actually gets to me nowadays about fan service, and this might sound like a really extreme statement, okay? But I feel like a lot of Japanese anime nowadays slightly encourages rape culture. And like I know that's like a huge controversial topic. I know that I'm probably wrong when I say that, but like when you watch an anime and it's the whole basis of it is just all these girls loving one guy and like, you know, it being okay for them to be like, oh, you accidentally touched my vagina and you're on my tits, but it's okay. Oh, it's senpai. Like, dude, come on. No, I'm sorry. It's just weird, okay? And then you've got all these like animes, and I hate to say this, you've got all these animes with like borderline incest, Sword Art Online, and I'm not cool with that, dude. I don't think that's cool at all. So, I've never seen Assassination Classroom at all. I probably have to watch that. I have not seen it yet. But I do love anime, and you know what? I can't lie. I love watching anime, and I like seeing characters with, you know, dynamics, and you know, big tits are always cool. But like I said, it's just when it's every character, it's like, come on, dude. I know Sword Art Online didn't do it as bad, but they're pretty. It was a pretty obvious fucking message, like, oh, I want to fuck my sister. Oh, my sister wants to fuck me. No, fuck that. It's fucking weird, dude. Kiss X. Yeah, see, you're naming shit I've never even heard of. Like, what is that? It has cis in the name, so that makes me think instantly of incest, and I'm not cool with that, dude. I don't want to see that in a fucking anime. And I probably sound like I probably sound hypocritical because I watched Game of Thrones and was extremely happy that Jon Snow and oh shit, wait, never mind, I can't say that. Whew, almost dropped some spoilers. Oh man, I almost dropped some hella spoilers, dude. Excuse me, we're gonna put the red flag up right there. Whew, that was close, dude. That was close. I'm looking for a good narrative and decent ass. Fucking A, dude. That's what I'm looking for in a woman in real life, man. A decent narrative and a decent ass. I'm just joking. Unpopular opinion, only seen one season of Game of Thrones. Reported. I know that the first season of Game of Thrones is kind of hard to get through, but the ending of Game of Thrones, the first season, is pretty much what got me hooked, because I was devastated. I was fucking devastated. Jon Snow, what? Nothing, dude. Nothing. I won't say it, because you have to be... You need to just sit there and binge watch it, Elijah. You need to fucking binge watch that shit, catch up, and you will be so fucking happy. I like the Tree Guys. Tree Guys? What? What Tree Guys? Oh wait, you mean the trees with the faces? Is that what you mean? I'm kind of confused. Ents? I don't think there... I thought there weren't any Ents in Game of Thrones. Were there? There's no way. I cried when one died. Last season in an episode I saw? What are you talking about, dude? There are treants in Game of Thrones? Am I missing something? Because I love treants, dude. Like, in Lord of the Rings, when you see the fucking treants and the two towers or whatever the fuck, like, that shit was badass, man. The fucking trees that can walk and fuck people up and just do combat, that's dope. That is dope. Just saying. But yeah. Oh shit. When is there a tree in Game of Thrones? I just want to know, because like I'm lost, dude. I seriously can't remember. Damn, fellas, you have to go to bed. What should you watch? Game of Thrones. You should watch fucking Game of Thrones, dude. Oh, yo, what happened to the chat? Oops. Did I just clear it? Uh-oh. Okay, there it goes. Cool. Love this podcast. Oh, dude, thanks, man. He saw a clip of a tree-like thing. It was big and got hit in the eye with an arrow. What the fuck, dude? A Silent Voice. Oh, man. That's such a good series, dude. Oh, dude, Silent Voice. My ex got me to read that. Yeah, man, it's really good. Like, I remember for the longest time, you know, my ex is really obsessed with manga. She has so much of it, dude, and I think that's one of the main reasons that I really love that woman. She has so much manga, you know, and it's like, it's insane, and she knows like so many stories. But anyway, there was one time she was telling me about A Silent Voice, and I didn't really like care about it because I was like, you know, it doesn't really seem that interesting. And then I read it. You know, I actually sat down, went on the internet, found A Silent Voice, and read that shit. And you know what? My bitch ass cried. I fucking cried reading that damn anime because that guy is such a dick. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. And I know Otaku Man Productions knows exactly what I'm fucking talking about. What a dick, you know? And, but yeah, man, it's good, Jack. You know, I appreciate you coming into the podcast. I'm going to try and do this a lot more. If you guys wouldn't mind subscribing, I know I really hate like asking for that shit because I'd rather you just want to subscribe rather than me tell you to subscribe. So yeah, man, if you guys wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel, I'll try and stream a little bit, you know, a little bit more regularly. I don't really have a schedule for when I'm going to be streaming the podcasts. I'm just going to kind of do it. There's an event manager on here where I can like kind of set up, you know, times and shit like that for when I want to make the stream. But I'm really just one of those people. It's like, oh, I'm feeling it today. I'm going to do it, you know? Oh, dude, that'd be sick, man. Dude, if you listen to my podcast while you worked, that would be cool. That would be really, really cool. When I start getting like a lot more viewers that regularly watch or listen, I might start putting on like the face cam and stuff like that just so you guys can see my facial, you know, interactions right now. But right now I'm actually kind of embarrassed because I stayed up like way too late and I haven't like gone to bed yet. And fucking I'm wearing sunglasses right now because my eyes hurt so bad. I walked outside and the sun hit me in the face and I really couldn't keep my eyes open. That hasn't happened in a long time. But yeah, dude, it fucking sucked. So I'm wearing sunglasses. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get my face cam to work. Hold on, you gotta see this shit, dude. This is pretty funny. Video capture device. Alright, here we go. Are you ready for this? Oh, Jesus Christ, it's so huge, dude. What is going on? Why is it so... It, like, took up the whole fucking screen, man. But yeah, dude, my eyes hurt that bad. Like, here, just look at them. Look how fucking tired oh, God, that screen is so bright. It's so fucking bright, dude. Oh, I'm so tired. I have to. Whew. It hurts. It hurts bad. And yo, man, I'm wearing one of my favorite shirts that my ex bought me. It's from that. If you can name this movie that this is from, it's good shit. You got Vegeta and Goku over here. So it's one of my favorite shirts ever. I fucking love this shit. But yeah, man. Your second monitor was your. You just see like this giant fucking face blowing up. Like, it's fucking stupid, man. Friday, hey, my boys. Oh, dude, your eyes are killing. You've been up for like 20 hours. Yo, don't you hate when you binge? Like, you just stay up and you either binge watch TV or you just play a video game for too long, and you haven't slept, and you're dehydrated, and you haven't eaten, and you're out of weed if you smoke weed, and you're out of alcohol if you're a drinker, and you're out of cigarette. I could go on and on and on and on and on. I could literally sit here and just go on forever. But all that shit sucks because when you actually go to bed, right? Like, you go to bed and then you wake up and, like, let's just say you got your 8 hours of sleep, right? You wake up and it feels like a fucking truck, like, ran you the fuck over. Like, you just got fucking destroyed. Zuli, welcome back. Welcome back, dude. I wonder how long you've been listening. But yeah, even though I'm gonna continue podcasting today, but I wanted to just go ahead and say like thank you to everybody who's already been here. I really appreciate you guys coming in here and listening to me talk about all this bullshit. Like I said before, I could go on forever. All I fucking do is talk. So on and off, nice. Oh, but yeah, dude, you wake up so hungry, etc. Yeah, man, it feels like you could eat a fucking horse and shit. Rumi has a girl over in my living room about to ninja sneak and grab drinks. Hey man, if they're fucking and she's on top, just walk up behind her and just be like, you know what I mean? Just fucking throw in the love tap. And then what you do after that, when she's like, why did you do that? Just look at her and be like, Odoyo rules, and just walk the fuck away, dude. If she doesn't get it, she's too young for you, bro. I'm hungry now. Man, don't start talking about food. Don't start talking about food. Don't do it. Good game. Good game. Like give the locker room tap. Like, there you go. Good game. Hey, Jack. You watch Rick and Morty, right? The first time I ever heard of Rick and Morty, you know what? I'm pretty sure you know what I thought of. I want to see if Jack knows what I'm thinking right now. Let's see this, dude. The first time I heard the word Morty in the fucking title for Rick and Morty, there was one conversation I had with Jack Katz that comes into my mind. And I think we were in Aviano, either in class or outside. And it's just like, I don't remember how the fuck it even started anymore, but Jack is like, hey Morty, wanna go play some stickball? Wanna go play some stickball, Morty? And he just, the way he does that voice, dude, is just so, it was so hysterical. I seriously, it's not even that funny. You just have to hear him do it, man. Like, it was so fucking random. But it was pretty great. Hold on, somebody just messaged me. Your boyfriend had to stop listening to you because he didn't want to hear spoilers. Oh, it's cool. I didn't give any spoilers. I stopped. Don't worry. I was trying to type it wouldn't let me. He said I'm crying, dude. Because I'm pretty sure you forgot about that shit, man. Mr. Clement's class. That's where it was. Oh my god, dude. Mr. Clement. You guys don't know, man. You guys don't fucking know. Mr. Clement was our biology teacher in Aviano, and he is a legend. That man was a father figure to people. Like, seriously, dude. He's just that great of a guy. Like, not only is he really smart, but he's really smart. So, oh shit, dude. Dude, if you haven't actually watched all of Rick and Morty, I want you to go back and watch Rick and Morty and figure out if you can tell me when we stopped following the original Rick and Morty from Universe C-137. Because when I found that shit out, it blew my mind. I was like, oh shit, we're not watching the original Rick and Morty anymore. We're watching a different Rick and Morty. Oh, it's so confusing. Oh, that's funny. Was it the Game of Thrones spoilers, Zuli, that you didn't want to hear? Or was it like anime? I hope it was both, because it's pretty funny if you ask me. Oh, shit. I don't know if this viewer thing is, like, accurate or what, but it's saying there's only 3 people watching, but I see 4 people in the chat, so it's like, what? You weren't big into Rick and Morty? Really? That's surprising, Jack. I would have thought you loved Rick and Morty, to be quite honest with you. Hey, peace, man. It was great seeing you, Jack. Have a good night, buddy. I'll definitely, since you subscribed, I'll definitely let you know if you don't get the notification for when I'm streaming. Sleep tight, bro. It's good seeing you. For those of you who don't know, that's Jack Katz. He's like one of my best friends from back when I lived in Aviano, Italy, where I met my ex and stuff. But, you know, Jack, it's a good guy. It's a really, really funny guy, dude. I swear to God, this motherfucker will make you laugh until you're crying. Just by being himself, dude. Like, doesn't even try. He'll be like, what's so funny? Like, that's my favorite part. When he's like, what the fuck are you laughing at? You think this is funny? It's crazy, man. But, yeah. I don't know what to talk about. And I kind of want to reach to that cup, but I feel like the topics that I have in that cup are pretty shitty. Do I go for deep conversation or do I just keep it simple? I'm not sure. Give me 1 second. I'm going to drop the stream link. I'm going to drop the link to the stream to another good friend of mine. Yellow Parkway Drive shirt or get the fuck out. Bro, it's in my drawer right now. Like, I'm staring right at it. How about this, man? For the next podcast, I'll wear my my Parkway Drive pink shirt. Wow, my Parkway Drive yellow shirt. I used to have a pink Parkway Drive shirt, but I don't have that shit anymore. When are we gonna podcast on your channel? Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna podcast on my channel. If you want to join me on my podcast, excuse me, and you want to upload it to your to your thing as well because you're a guest, that's cool. But you can make your own podcast and I'll be a guest on your podcast. I can teach you how to do it. It's not hard. That would be cool. But this is my thing, man. I would love to have you as a guest though, because you're one of my friends. It's fucking dope, and we could sit here and talk forever. I might even make like highlight videos of like League of Legends and shit just to laugh, man. But yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I wanted to drop this link, dude. Give me 1 second. Neon. Fucking Nyan Cat. Streaming at the moment. My first podcast. I will check that link out after. Alright, so let me see if there's anybody else I want to message real quick on my Facebook to see if they want to fucking join the stream. Sweet. So, I want to get food, but I'm lazy as fuck right now. Tell me something I don't know about you, Elijah. Again, if anybody's just joining and you're wondering why I have these orange sunglasses on, it's because my eyes hurt so bad. I didn't expect to be so tired today. I actually felt like I could just do a full 48 hour, like sticking it out, but I'm gonna have to stay up now. It's like what, 2:46 p.m. my time? Yeah, I'm gonna just have to stay up, dude. Whew. But I'm really enjoying myself actually. This is really nice. I'm kind of excited because like if I start to just get more viewers, that'd be really cool, and I think I'm gonna keep the maximum length for a podcast 4 hours since the DVR only goes back 4 hours. So So, I remember having this as a kid. Naruto Ninja Challenge playset. I already know what that is. Like I don't even have to look it up because I already know what that is. I didn't have one of those, and since I'm still in Germany, I really wish that I could just pull out like my box of random stuff because I have a Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual Disc, man. Like I still have my like one of the most amazing things that my ex ever bought me. from one of my birthdays, you know, my ex-fiance, she bought me a dual disc. And I think I cried for like, I don't know, maybe an hour because I felt like such a child. Like, I sat there and like, I grabbed my like original deck and I like opened my dual disc and I was like threw that shit in there, like drew a card and shit, all like fucking lame. I was just so happy, you know. It was really cool. It's in the States still, and if you don't know, the actual toy, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual Disc, is so expensive now. I never would have thought that it would be as expensive as it is nowadays, because it's like, what the fuck, man? You can't even use a dual disc in a tournament in Yu-Gi-Oh! To this day. Like, it's not even allowed. Why the fuck is that shit $200? Probably because they don't make it anymore, but I still think that's just way too expensive. If anybody is just tuning in, I know I just said this like 5 minutes ago, but I keep seeing the viewer count go up and then down and then up and then down. If anyone's just joining me today and you're wondering why I'm wearing these lame fucking sunglasses, just take a look at my face. If you can't get a good look at my face, there's this awesome feature called Zoom. Look at these eyes. They fucked up, man. I'm so tired. No, but seriously. Need these sunglasses right now. It's fucking painful, dude. But, yeah. If there's any topics that you guys want me to talk about, you can always leave them in the live chat. I will definitely talk about them. And, yeah, man. I definitely love it. This is a no-holds-bar stream, by the way. I don't care about, you know, like what I say, if I offend anyone, whatever the fuck. I don't give a fuck, dude. Yeah. So, if you want me to talk about something that you want to hear about, or you just want to hear me rant about it, or hear my opinion on it, put it in the live chat, and I'll fucking drop it in there. Until someone leaves a comment for me to talk about some shit, I am just gonna talk about anything. Something that I really love. Texas Hold'em. Poker. My love for poker has definitely like been, you know, revived as of late. You know, I absolutely love Texas Hold'em. I think it's one of my favorite card games out there. I used to hate it when I was a kid because I didn't understand, you know, like how to read people, how to read gestures, how to actually play the fucking game. Because there is a system to Texas Hold'em. You know, there's like, I'm not gonna go into like mathematics and shit because I don't use mathematics to play a fucking card game like poker. I probably should if I was a genius, but I don't. I just use like intuition, experience, etc., etc. And last night I was actually playing Texas Hold'em on my phone. I was playing on the World Poker Stars app, or World Series of Poker, whatever the fuck it's called. It's a free app. It doesn't cost money. You don't play with real money. You can spend money on it for chips, but it's stupid. Don't fucking spend money on the game. Yeah, if you guys ever want to play with me, it's free to download from the Play Store or I think the iPhone, Apple Store, whatever the fuck. It's called World Series of Poker. Really fun, really good game. I even have right here, I actually have my poker set. I've had this poker set since I was like maybe 13, you know? And it's like real clay chips. My dad bought it for me when I was younger. Ugh. And you can ask Otaku Man Productions here in the chat. I feel like I'm pretty good at poker. Like I said, I used to suck, but there are times now when I put in work, man. Put in work. The most I've ever won from a poker game is about $80. Good income, that's for fucking sure. And it's really fun. Like, even if you're not playing for money, it's just really fun to me. Because, like, the greatest thing about Texas Hold'em is that you only have 2 cards. And nobody actually knows what you have for the longest time, you know? You have to read, like, when people bet and, like, what they're doing, like, mannerism-wise. And I just think that's really interesting. Because people's facial expressions and slight movements, you know, they give away, like, what they're doing or what their intentions are. And a game like poker, you know, that's a big deal. And it definitely, you know, it goes a long way if you're trying to win money. One day I would love to actually go play poker in a tournament or you know, like a big name event if I ever had the money to do that. And I promise you guys, if I ever won first place at a poker event, this is just the kind of man I am. I don't want to sound stupid. Like let's say I won $900,000, just a random number. If I won $900,000, I promise you that I would probably spend at least $1,000 on my friends. You know, I would try to give back, because like even though it's just $1,000, like everybody is always going through something, whether it be like troubles with bills or just having like a really bad time. I don't think that money is the answer to everyone's problems, but money can definitely help alleviate, you know, stress that is pretty unnecessary sometimes, like hospital bills, car insurance payments. I mean, just insurance in general in the United States is completely corrupt. And so that's pretty much where my idea comes around. It's not to show like, oh, look, I got all this money, you know, whatever. It's just to basically see like, look, I know you're going through a hard time. I care about you. This is a way that I can show that I care about you. And whether that be flat out giving somebody, you know, $1,000 cash and letting them do whatever they want with it, or asking them like, hey, I have $1,000. You want to go on a trip sometime, or you want to go somewhere, etc., etc. You know, that doesn't really matter to me. I just want to see, the people that I love and the people that I call my friends happy, because that's, you know, that's all anybody should want, is to make people happy. That's the whole point of life, you know. Plus, if I had $900,000, what the fuck is $1,000? You know, shit. Even $10,000, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000. It doesn't matter, dude. Like I would make sure that my family was taken care of first, and you know, then myself, and then my friends, to the best of my ability. And that's just the kind of person I am. I absolutely despise the existence of money. Not because it's necessarily bad. I mean, it is the root of evil, but the way that money works nowadays, to me, it's just, it distracts everybody from like what we're actually supposed to do. And this is just my opinion. I'm gonna get a little deep here. Like the whole point of being a human to me is to live and love, and that's pretty much it. You know, whether it be loving yourself or loving the world or loving other people or loving just something in general, the whole point is to live and love and to learn, and like, all those things, you know, they happen, and it helps you identify like who you are as a person, you know, as a man or a woman or a golf ball, whatever the fuck you think you are. And money has this strange effect on people where it forces you to choose sides in the world, you know, like about a lot of things. And I think that's you know, really unfortunate, because you know, you're not supposed to be distracted from life and shit like that. So I don't know. That's just me. That's just my 2 cents. Fucking Donovan. Should I have a brain fart, dude? I was gonna talk about something else after poker, but I really can't remember at all. Irish breakfast tea. Ooh, that sounds so good. My friend Sarah makes the best tea. Ugh. My mouth is literally watering right now. Because the first time she ever gave me that tea, she was like, Will, this tea is going to be strong. Okay? It's going to be strong. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, you know, right? She's like, no, Will, some good shit. I'm like we're sitting here talking about some fine scotch or something, you know? Beer, a little peace, bro. I don't know what the fuck I was going to say. But yeah, man. Fucking, she gave me that tea. I drank it really fast because I'm a dumbass. And after I drank all of it, I think it was like 10, 15 minutes, somewhere like that. I just I just fucking like got the shits, dude. My stomach was so fucked up. Like, I wonder if she remembers that. I don't know if she's in the stream or not, but if she is, I hope she remembers when she gave me that first cup of Irish breakfast tea. And I was like, Sarah, my stomach hurts. It hurts really bad. And you can just hear my stomach like going all nuts and shit. Oh god, it was horrible. It was so horrible. But it tastes so good. And it gives you a shit ton of caffeine. Like, that shit is like, pow, right to the face, man. It's super duper good. I love it. Matter of fact, I should get some. I have to tell her that I'm talking about her, dude, because that shit to this day is one of my fondest memories. She's a really good friend. I loved hanging out with her. Because not only does she have great taste in food, she's a great taste in fashion. She's gorgeous. And that's always a plus when you hang out with people when they're fucking beautiful. Not just on the outside, though. It's all about the heart, man. It's all about the heart. Wonderful person. Absolutely wonderful person. And her family as well. When you meet her family, it's kind of one of those things. It's like you can see, like why she is a wonderful person. And I respect that family so heavily. They're amazing people. But there's a couple times where we've gone through some weird shit. I think one of the coolest things that I ever did with Sarah was when we went to the beach in North Carolina, and I think we were looking for a meteor shower, or we were just going to the beach to like look at the sky. It's kind of fuzzy. I don't remember. But we went with some of her friends, right? And we're sitting there at the beach. And we're like looking up, right? And we see this star, and it was like moving in circles and like traveling around the sky and shit in these weird patterns. Now, at that time, I was pretty convinced, and I think they were pretty convinced too, that it was a UFO. Recently, though, I've learned that it might have actually just been a satellite that was just being, moved around somewhat. But I don't really believe that it was a satellite, because it was moving pretty fast, man. And I don't think satellites can move like this with ease in the fucking sky. Like, it was going everywhere, man. I don't know if she remembers that or not, but it's a really good memory. And she has good music taste. I really like it when I can hang out with somebody and they like good music. It's really cool. It's nice. You can see what people go through, like what goes through their mind and their heart when you hear their music. But yeah, man, it's nice to know people's music tastes. It's nice to know like what they're into and shit like that. Yeah, I tried telling her I was talking about her. I think she missed that whole segment of just talking about her. Which, I didn't say anything bad if you're watching. I didn't say anything bad about you at all. All good things, promise you. But, I guess that brings me into another topic is God, it sounds so cheesy. Friendship. Like I said before when we were talking about, like, anime and stuff, I really, really, really focus on friendship a lot. Lately, I've been a little absent to a lot of my friends just because of they all probably know I'm going through a hard time, but that's not important. The main thing is just like the people that you reach, like mentally, physically, whatever, in their heart. That's important to me. And at the end of the day, or at the end of the life, if you die, or if you die unexpectedly, or you die, of old age or whatever, I think the greatest part from life itself is that people will remember you no matter what. Whether you're a good person, a bad person, all the things that you did, people will remember that. And to me, that's really cool. one of the deepest aspects of life. And I think that's what motivates me so much, to be a kind person, to love as much as I do, and to try and meet and talk to as many people as I can, because I just love how unique everyone is, and how unique everyone can be. I've met a lot of good people over the years, you know. I wish I could give them more, you know, of my time, or I could see them. But the greatest part about Earth is that it really is such a small world. It's big, you know, it's got a lot of space, but you cross paths with people a lot more than you'd expect or than you'd think. And I think that's very interesting. And yeah, it's just really cool. So, Sarah, are you here? Is that you? Is that you creeping? Nah, I'm joking. But I think here in a little bit, I'm going to bring this podcast to a close. Go do chores and might play some video games or some shit. But if anyone's watching this either live or previously, like on the DVR or the VOD, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Excuse me. I just wanted to say thanks. Thanks for joining me for my first podcast. I know it's short. Excuse me. And I definitely should plan just a little bit better when I'm going to talk, you know, like a lot. Because it's nice to have a lot more people to talk to and to be more interactive with. But regardless, you know, I really enjoy myself. So this is really fun. So on that note, we're going to pick up this laptop here. We're going to get some coffee. And we're going to have a nice stream-ending schmoke with that coffee. Because a schmoke and a coffee is just super good. I mean, cigarettes are bad for you. I definitely am not promoting cigarettes by any means, but that cigarette and coffee, the smell, the taste, the experience, it is to die for. It's just so good. So good. Excuse my dirty house right now. I need to do, like I said, I need to do chores, especially dishes. Nobody likes doing dishes. And there goes my cigarette. Rip. Fell out my ear. Drinking some Natural Bliss all-natural hazelnut cream for my coffee. No sugar, because we don't need sugar. Creamer is enough. Usually I get sugar, but I'm trying to get off of that. Because, you, like I said, you really don't need sugar in coffee. That's just for, like, taste and shit. So, yeah. Anyway, walk over here to this. Oh, sweet coffee. I'm glad I made a huge pot of coffee, too, because I have so much left. I'm going to need it. I'm not going to bed until later tonight. But, yeah. Oh, man. If anyone signed into the YouTube and you want to leave something in the chat, you want to leave me what you're doing today or what you thought of the stream if you were here during the whole time or even just a little bit, you know, that'd be much appreciated. Thank you guys so much. All criticism is appreciated. Jesus Christ, my eyes can't handle the sun. Oh, okay. You know what? Here, just to give you guys a quick view of my backyard. Try and block the wind. But yeah, man, this is the backyard here. Apple trees down there. Probably a terrible view, but Germany, gorgeous place. Gorgeous place. Okay. Cheers, man. Oh, man. That was an amazing cup of coffee, I'll tell you what. I think the best coffee that I've had so far in my life is definitely still Italy. Italian coffee, you just can't beat espresso, man. It's impossible. But here in Germany, they make really good coffee too. It's very strong. A lot of it's imported as well, but it's some good shit. There's a lot of Brazilian coffee here. One of the things I found with Brazilian coffee that it really likes to just punch you in the stomach. Like, not only does it make you go to the bathroom, it gives you so much energy. So
It's really exciting. Damn, dude, I really want some of that Irish tea now. That Irish tea just sounds so good. Some Irish tea with like a bagel or maybe some crepes or something like that. That'd be really cool. Yep, I can't do it. I was trying to see if I could handle the sun, but I'm too tired. My eyes are just... my eyes are killing me. Damn. Let's see, so today we talked about video games, we talked about anime, we talked about some TV shows, we talked about friendship, we talked about some toys, some old fucking toys, some good memories with some friends that came in here, coffee. It's a good stream. It's a really good stream. If I'm up for it a little bit later today, I might stream again since people will be, there'll be more people that are awake. If not, that's fine. But to everyone that did join me today, I appreciate you hopping on the stream. I appreciate you listening to me rant and ramble and whatnot. And I hope to see you next time. And before I go, I'm gonna play a nice little song here if I can find my mouse. Let's see, what are we listening to? Open the stream with a song, you close the stream with a song. So let's see. What am I going to listen to? Oh God. Wind's picking up.
Swirl.
You guys gotta see this. Hold up. She's so cute. Oh. This little Nani taking a cat nap. She's adorable.
Oh, man.
All right, guys. Thanks again for joining the podcast here. This is William White. Dive into podcast number 1. Going to be discontinuing it for the day, and if I'm doing it again, I will more than happily go live again, and I will definitely leave, links on Facebook, Twitter. I might make a Twitter for this. I don't fucking know. Excuse me, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Before I go, I did want to go ahead and say, just for copyright disclaimers, I do not own any of the music that was played in this stream. I am not responsible for any of the video games that were showed in the videos and stuff like that. I don't take credit for any of it. It was all used for discussion purposes only. I don't own any of the anime that was shown or whatever. All that stuff belongs to its rightful owners. So yeah, guys, again, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. And if I don't see you guys again for the weekend, I hope you all have a great weekend. Peace.